Let's turn to some contract projections here. You guys can choose which one you'd rather have, the better value. Dan, we'll start with you. Cody Bellinger at 6 for $182, which is $30.4 per year, or Alonso at 5 for $147, which is $29.4 per year.
I'm going to go with Alonso, especially if we're talking for the Mets here. You know, I'm a little bit more conducive to going on the shorter-term deal with Alonso, like we talked about before, right? Don't know if it'll age that well. Plus, if I could throw a little cold water on the Bellinger thing, the splits were pretty defined. Yankee Stadium versus playing on the road. I don't know if those numbers will translate as well to other ballparks as you had in the Bronx last year.
See, you phrased it perfectly. For the Mets, Alonso for the Mets is a match made in heaven. You know he can hit at Citi Field. It's one less year, and I think the Mets can get creative about how they handle center field. Although Schwarber is out there, although Bregman is out there, Pete Alonso needs to be a Met. That's the move.
All right, Dave, what about this one for the Mets? Bregman at 4 for $110 or Kyle Schwarber at 4 for $99? Dave, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is a tough one because I'm trying to figure out where the DH situation is going to be for the Mets. You got Soto lurking, you have Pete there. I don't know, I think I might go with Bregman. You know, as much as we've talked about, you know, the Mets being able to find a solution at third base, Bregman's a great defender. He's got some pop. You know, he did a great job with the Red Sox. He can prove he can switch teams and still be a big factor. Another clubhouse guy. So I think I'm going to go with Bregman here. As tempting as Schwarber is, you know, they've talked about trying to be better at run production. I think Bregman's going to help you there.
Yeah, as much as I'd be, you know, the power from Schwarber is appealing, Bregman just such a good baseball player. Yeah. All right, JJ, what about this one for the Mets? Michael King at 4 for $92 or Ranger Suarez for 6 for $161?
You know where I'm going here. I love my guy Michael King. I can't get enough of his stuff. To me, he is an ascending pitcher, and I know he dealt with a whole lot of injuries a season ago. Still pitched to a 3 and change ERA, and I can't get out of my head the start he had in the postseason, kicking off the playoffs, striking out double-digit Atlanta Braves. This is a guy who's got ace-type potential. The stuff way better, in my opinion, for Michael King as opposed to Ranger Suarez. So I love he's a gamer, but give me Michael King.
Dan, I'm not sure about this one here. Chris Bassett. Why is Chris Bassett on the Chris Bassett at 2 for 31 or Lucas Giolito 3 for 61 for the Mets?
Little surprising, right, with those names there, but I still got to go Bassett. I mean, a 2-year deal, I could leave. Hey, they should have never got rid of him when they let him walk a few years ago.
I agree.
Right? I mean, he was their leader in innings pitched. The guy's a workhorse. I mean, look at what the guy's averaged the last 4 years. I think it's something close to 180 innings per season. Giolito, I can't count on that guy being healthy. If you're giving me Chris Bassett for a 2-year deal, I know that every 5 days he's taking the baseball.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. I mean, obviously he's not an ace guy now. He's an older veteran, but he's a good innings eater, and he was good. He had a 3.5 ERA, takes the mound every 5th day. What do the Mets need more than anything? Pitchers that can take the mound every 5th day. Amen. And Bassett is going to be a guy that can still do that. And at that price, you know, you're the one that's been balking about prices here, Sal. So yeah. I think that's a good bet to put in the rotation.
That to me is lighting $31 million on fire. I wouldn't, all due respect, and I hold grudges. Maybe you guys know that, but
I figured that was the big part of it.
2022.
I figured
he was good all year long. They needed one good start against the Braves. He was horrible.
And the Padres.
But isn't that better money than what they gave Montas last year?
It's a good contract, though.
I mean, Bassett did say at the World Series he learned a lot from that, and that was a rough go. He thought he could handle it.
Yeah, I know.
So I think bringing him back would be